All right, queens, it's story time, and I just want to tell you about the time that I was dating a drug dealer. So listen, so I'm like 16, 17 years old. He slid in my DM, right? And I'm like, why not? Because at that time, you guys, I'm telling you, I used to go relationship to relationship. So after I got out of relationship, I went to the next relationship to get over the relationship before. I know, please don't judge me, but that's where I am. That's where I came from. But listen, so he slid in my DM, and I'm like, might as well. Let me see. He giving good game. He got good conversation. He can hold a conversation. It's not know just what you doing every 5 minutes. So I'm like, all right, I see a little potential here. But the red flag, I should have, because we had sex before we even had a date. And you have to know that that is a vulnerable thing to say, because in a society where they say you better get your points, sis, you better make sure he take you on a dinner first. I didn't go to the dinner. I didn't go to a date first. I didn't go to meet his mama first. I went straight to the bed first. And that was the first sign right there. And it became a relationship. We were both sexually active. We both having sex. We were both living our life. I'm going to work. And guess what? I didn't even know he was a drug dealer at first. That never came into the conversation until I saw it, because I used to always be over there. So when I saw it, I'm like, but I'm so invested in this guy now. I'm like, well, you know what? I can just convince him to not, to leave that alone, to become an entrepreneur, because this person, he making good money already at the job, but this right here was a side hustle. So you're like, I'm gonna let it go. I just need to save such and such, and then I'm gonna be gone and all this. And then years later, we still doing the same thing over and over. We haven't accomplished anything. We haven't built anything. We haven't set any goals for our relationship. And where was it going? Yes, he was able to give me money. Yes, he was able to give me sex whenever I wanted it. Yes, it was good to lay next to a warm body. Yes, it was good. Yes, it was good to have the conversations. Yes, it was good to go on the little dates that we did go on. But listen, it wasn't worth it, because I didn't know who I was, and I was settling for anything. He's a good guy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to down talk him. I'm not trying to downplay him, because I was there with him. But what I'm trying to say is, when we don't know who we are, we settle for anything. And we think anything is good. And then we feel as though, okay, I can build a man. I can build him to be the man that I want him to be. I can build this relationship. We can grow together. We can build. And then you start thinking in the future, and you start making this story up in your head, like, okay, we're gonna be together. We're gonna have a family. It's like a fairy tale thing, but we're not really paying attention to the real. And the real was, he was a drug dealer. He did not want to stop. He actually introduced me to weed. That was my first person. Like, at first I was, no, I don't smoke. Y'all need to stop smoking and all of that. And but then I smoked, and it became a habit. And I used to get my cousin to buy smoke for him, for me, because I didn't want him to know that I was smoking without him. But it became a habit. It became something that numbed me from what I was feeling on the inside. It became another distraction. And I feel as though I spent years trying to build a relationship, but don't even know what a healthy relationship look like. I never saw a healthy relationship in my life. Yeah, I think, a couple of aunties and uncles that's married, but they're not close to me, close around me. I have an auntie and an uncle that's two aunties and uncles, but at this time I'm not surrounded around them. I don't know what a healthy relationship look like, so I'm trying to figure out on myself. I'm trying to build a healthy relationship for myself, and guess what? I didn't know what that looked like. So I think, okay, I'll go over there, I spend time with him, I sleep over there, I have fun, I make sure that he good, that we eating, that we, and vice versa. And I thought that was all that comes with that. So I spent 2 years, and I had nothing to show for it. I spent 2 years, and I had nothing to show for it. So I know how it is because you so built on potential and trying to be the best person for this person, but you're not. You don't even know who you is. I didn't know who I was. That's before I even really got into church like that. So I didn't really know who I was. I didn't know who God was. I was just existing at this point. And I thought I had it all figured out. I thought I was grown. I thought nobody could tell me nothing. I thought I had my little husband again. And I'm like, I was a ride or die. Oh, you know what? Let me tell you, Queen, it's not worth it. That's why we need to figure out who we is before a relationship. We have to set the boundary and we have to set the, what word am I looking for? We have to set the bar to where we want, and we have to put what we accept and what we won't accept. Yeah, it's exciting, it's fun, and it's feel good, but listen, baby, you're worth more than a penis. You're worth more than a little dinner. You're worth more than to be laid next to every night. You're worth more than that, baby. You deserve the world and more than that. You deserve somebody that you can build with, that you can grow with, that elevates you and you elevate him. You need someone that can show you that can show you what a real man is. You don't have to teach a man how to be a man. A real man will come to you. He will come to you correct. He'll come to you ready. He'll come. And let me tell you, you can't expect a man to love you if you don't love yourself. Because if a man see that he can get away with so much, if a man can see that he don't have to come with it, he can just half step, then he'll half step it. You see what I'm saying? If a man know that he can get it on the first night, then he'll get it on the first night. We just have to be careful, because as women, we love with our emotions. We love with our eyes. No, males love with their eyes, but we love with our heart, if that makes sense. Men are visual creatures. Women are lovers. Women are nurturers. Women carry a lot, so they feel as though they have to carry their man too. But you shouldn't have to carry a grown man. A grown man will stand on his 2 feet and he'll provide. He'll have a vision. He'll have a plan for you. Do you hear me, Queen? Listen to me, Queen, because this is gonna save you a lot of problems. It's gonna save you a lot of relationship to relationship. It's gonna save you a lot of vagina. I'm sorry I have to say it, because this is not being talked about. Nobody tell us how to deal with relationships. We go to school and we learn all these different subjects, but no subjects never talk about relationships, how to be in a relationship. What do we have to do before a relationship? How to be in a healthy relationship. So many people have grown up around toxic people. I'm talking about fighting, cursing at each other, calling each other out of their names. But that's not healthy. That's not what love is all about. Love is not just be there because they can pay all the bills. That's not a relationship. Oh, I'm gonna just be with them because I know that they're gonna pay all the bills. Even though I'm unhappy, even though I'm sad, even though I feel as though this relationship not gonna work, I'm gonna still be there because they're gonna be a provider. I'm still gonna be there because I have a little bit of love for them. I'm gonna be there because I see that they have potential. But listen, Queen, you can't fall for potential. You have to fall for what it really is. You have to take a man for what you have to really see a man for who they are. Because if not, you'll be broken in the end. You'll be hurt in the end. So that's just my little story time when I was messing with the drug dealer, and a little bit of advice, because we've been there. I can't judge you. Like I said, I don't judge people. I don't do that, because I've been to the Lord as the Lord. I've been there. I've done that. I have so many stories to share. So listen, if you're that person right now and you're in a relationship that's not benefiting you, you're in a relationship with a man that have potential but they're not really showing you, you have to leave that alone, because you'll find yourself lost trying to find another person, trying to build another person. Build yourself up first. Have a relationship with yourself first. Value yourself enough not to settle for less. And guess what? The right person will come to you when you are in a right mindset. But you have to first know that you deserve nothing but the best, and you are a queen, a beautiful queen.